Roborock S7 MaxV, the smartest robot vacuum on the planet. It can identify any object, avoid your pets, and even beat you in chess. It also has hurricane-level suction power, ultra-efficient rubber brushes, and if you go for the Plus model, you'll get a bagless auto-empty base. On paper, it sounds like the perfect vacuum end, but let's see how it performs in real life. Inside the standard box you get the robot vacuum itself, a basic docking station with a floor mat, a power cord, a mop attachment with cloth, and an envelope containing both a quick start and full manual. If you opt for the Plus version, you'll find a second box with the self-emptying base. It comes in two parts, a ramp and the main motor unit with a waste container. Assembly instructions are included, but it's all pretty intuitive. The top section mounts onto the ramp with screws, and there's a hex key stored underneath. There's also a cable, a dust bag with a holder if you prefer that system, and another detailed user manual. The full specs of the Roborock S7 MaxV are on screen. The 5,100 Pascal suction power immediately stands out. But first, let's take a closer look at the robot itself. The build quality is excellent, as usual. It's heavy, feels premium, and has a nice matte finish that doesn't collect fingerprints, unlike the glossy S7. It stands 3.8 inches tall, which is standard. On top, there's a LiDAR unit with a pressure sensor and 3 buttons in front of it. Press the center button and the vacuum smiles, then gets to work. The side buttons activate spot cleaning and send it back to the dock. Hold the spot clean button for a couple of seconds, and you'll trigger the child lock. Built into the bumper is the reactive AI sensor system. Touch sensors react to pressure. A depth camera works together with an RGB camera, supported by cross lasers and a light. The side vents house charging contacts for the all-in-one dock. On the right side is a TOF sensor for cleaning along walls. There's also a small roller on the back and a tank sensor that probably helps with precise docking. The water tank opening is wide enough to fill directly from the tap, but if you've got the all-in-one base, it fills the tank automatically through a dedicated port. The dustbin is under the hood. One side has the exhaust vent, and the other has a flap that opens during auto-emptying. There's a HEPA filter inside that should be replaced every 6 months since it doesn't have a mesh or gasket. The bottom of the unit is where things get really interesting. It's just like the Roborock S7. It features large powered wheels, a swivel roller, extra charging contacts, and the signature 2.4-inch side brush with silicone bristles, more durable than nylon. 6 cliff sensors wrap around the body, plus a carpet sensor. In the center is a spring-loaded brush frame with a 6.5-inch ribbed roller. The ends detach for easy maintenance. In the back, there's a mop mount with a vibration module. Only the center of the cloth vibrates. The rest stays still. Now about the dock. It's L-shaped with a long ramp. The robot drives up a grooved track, docks via suction ports, and empties into a cyclone-type bin. Once it's full, just lift it out and dump it straight into the trash. Sometimes you'll need to take out the turbine and clean the mesh and microcyclones. If that's too much work, just insert a disposable bag instead, though it's single-use and needs replacing each time. Above the motor block are the outlet filters, a fabric one, a foam one, and a HEPA. You can rinse them under tap water, just make sure they're completely dry before reinstalling. On the back of the dock are pegs for wrapping the cable, handy if it's close to the wall. Dock specs are on screen. Suction power isn't officially listed, but with a 1,000 watt rating, it's clearly strong enough. Apart from the bumper sensors, the vacuum's hardware is nearly identical to the Roborock 7 Plus, and the self-emptying dock is a copy-paste. For design, the Roborock 7 MaxV earns the "Take My Money" verdict. It's the most stylish high-end robot out there and easily deserves a like, maybe even a subscription. While you're smashing that like button, let's talk about features. You can control the S7 MaxV via the MI Home app or the dedicated Roborock app. Both work fine with the Russia region setting. Once the map is built, you unlock a huge range of room-by-room cleaning settings, map editing tools, and navigation options. Some standout features include adjusting cleaning direction based on floorboard alignment for maximum efficiency and intelligent threshold climbing. You can mark different types of thresholds, narrow, stone, etc., to make sure the robot can cross them every time. There's a carpet editor. The robot marks rugs as blurry puddles on the map, but you can fine-tune them manually. You can choose the intensity of the mop's zigzag pattern: quick clean, standard, deep, or ultra deep, which slows down movement. You can even place furniture icons on the map to make your virtual home more realistic. It can also stream video to your phone. You can control it remotely and even yell at your cat through the speaker, though it's one way only as there's no mic on the robot. Object avoidance is customizable too. You can disable the camera and lights, snap photos of detected items, and input pet info so it doesn't run over your dog's tail. Carpet behavior can also be adjusted. It can lift the mop, go around, or vibrate over the carpet. In vibrate mode, the mop shakes loose debris to make it easier to suck out. Honestly, it's hard to find a robot with a more advanced app. The settings go deep. A full feature list of the Roborock S7 MaxV is on screen. Pause to check it out. Now let's move on to testing. First, let's see if the S7 MaxV is really as smart as they say. I scattered common household obstacles on the floor, things that usually confuse robot vacuums, and started a spot clean to observe how it handles them. Surprisingly, it avoided everything, and did so intelligently. Check this out. It brushes right up against a sneaker but gives a poop prop a wide berth, backing off like it's afraid to get dirty. It even avoids power cords with a wide arc. For the first time, I've seen an avoidance algorithm that adjusts its path based on the object type. The result? Nothing was disturbed, and the Roborock S7 MaxV cleaned as much area as possible without getting stuck. Even in low light conditions, the robot handled all objects flawlessly. Its built-in light kicks in automatically when it's too dark. But the coolest thing? When S7 MaxV encounters another robot in the room, it instantly switches to Don Juan mode. That's how far Roborock went with personality. It navigates just fine outdoors too, doesn't fall off tables, and climbs thresholds up to 0.8 inches without issue. It performs well in cluttered rooms, whether object recognition is on or off. It carefully avoids drying racks, boxes, table legs, and has no fear of dark rugs. It lifts the mop and boosts suction when on them. When it comes to handling carpets during mopping, this robot does a solid job. Depending on the selected mode, it can ride over medium pile rugs, lift the cloth, vibrate, or simply avoid them. On maximum settings, the vacuum ran for 92 minutes and still managed to clean 1,022 square feet. Once the battery hit 20%, it returned to the dock, recharged to 80%, then resumed cleaning exactly where it left off. Noise levels are on par with other models, though Max Plus mode is slightly louder than average. Considering the suction rating, the noise is totally reasonable. But how strong is it really? Let's find out. In a gap cleaning test, the S7 MaxV fully cleared gaps up to 0.24 inches, partially cleared 0.31 inches, and even touched on 0.39 inches. That's about the same as the S7. Although the S7 often feels stronger, the cleaning results tell a different story. The MaxV picked up nearly all debris on the first pass and cleaned up the leftovers on the second, reaching 98% effectiveness. Take a look at the edge brush. It works impressively well along walls, leaving almost no dirt. But because it's silicone, some particles fly a bit too far, occasionally even out of reach. In corners, like most round robots, it struggles. But when it comes to sand, it's fantastic. The suction easily pulls it all into the bin. Still, the silicone brush underperforms along walls. Nylon bristles would have done better there. That's the only reason S7 MaxV didn't hit a perfect 100. But on carpets, silicone shines. It easily lifts pet hair, rice, litter, and other messes. It also scatters less debris compared to hard floors. The edge brush even combs through medium pile carpet, and the main roller doesn't tangle with fur. It stays clean except for the edges. The strong suction and rigid brush setup really do the job. The performance is exactly what you'd expect from a premium tier vacuum. Now let's check out the mopping. The cloth doesn't soak immediately. It takes about a minute and a half before it starts cleaning properly. Coffee stains only came off after a second pass and only in the center of the test area. Edges and corners needed more passes, and still left 2.4 inches near the wall and nearly 7 inches in the corners untouched. It tackled dried juice with a wet cloth on the first run, cleaning the middle well and improving the result on the second. On the mud test, the cloth clogged up after 2 passes and had to be rinsed before retrying. As usual, the center was decent, but the edges, not so much. The toughest challenge was dried ketchup. 2 passes removed most of it, 4 cleaned everything with streaks, and 6 left it looking acceptable. Sure, it's no dedicated floor scrubber, but for daily mopping, it's more than enough. Now let's see how the base handles auto-emptying. I prepped about 3.5 ounces of various debris types. Hair removal went smoothly this time. The chute didn't clog like it did with the S7 Plus. When we tested the 7 Plus, the entire chute got jammed with hair, but now seeds and flakes emptied with 0 issues. The bin was spotless. Heavier stuff like grains still emptied well, but not perfectly. And litter? That's where trouble started. Just over half made it through. Same for sand. Despite the 1,000 watt motor and nearly 80 decibels of noise, the suction wasn't strong enough to fully clear it. Still, the S7 MaxV works better with this dock than the S7 Plus ever did. Why exactly? Who knows? If you've got any theories, drop them in the comments. Now, time for the final verdict. The Roborock S7 MaxV carries all the Roborock trademarks. Top-tier build quality, rubber brushes, a vibrating mop, and it takes navigation to the next level. The depth camera and RGB combo is phenomenal. Even though it's not brand new, its navigation is still among the best out there. It's packed with customization, and while mopping is average, it still outperforms most rivals. As for vacuuming, chef's kiss. You might nitpick the base, but for daily use it does the job. So hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. That's it for now. See you next time.